Hello friends, it's Nikki and welcome back to my messy bookshelf. Today I'm here with my weekly reading wrap-up and I am a day late filming this because it has been eventful this weekend. Um, normal family stuff. And then, of course, yesterday, our dog Cookie, who some of you may remember got spooked by thunder last month and went missing for almost 4 days. He got spooked yesterday and he took off. We don't know how he gets out of the fenced in yard. We don't know. But he took off again. He got spooked by something. I think it was a helicopter. And we spent around 6 hours yesterday chasing him around the neighborhood because I did, after last month, get him an air tag to put on his collar. Problem is, it doesn't update quite as fast as we need it to, so we were always one step behind him. And at one point, my husband and I caught sight of him, and my husband yelled his name, and he took off running because he didn't recognize us from so far away. So, we were severely banged up. My husband has cuts all over his legs from running through the bushes, on the train tracks, and through the woods. But 6 hours, we did finally manage to catch up with him, and thankfully he did come to me when I called him and he got in the car. So, I'm sorry for that lengthy intro, but yeah, it's been a weekend. And we just ordered him a GPS collar. 5 years, and he's never done this before until last month and then now. So, I should probably call this a reading update and not a reading wrap up because I did not actually finish anything last week. In terms of pages read, I did read quite a few pages. But some of you know, I am reading a bunch of chunkers right now, so I'll just get into the update here. So I did finally start something small to go with all these chunkers, and I finally started The Warden by Anthony Trollope. And this has been on my pile of possibilities for a very long time, at least 4 months, 3 or 4 months. And yeah, I am very happy that I finally decided to pick this one up because so far it is delightful. Whoever told me that anyone who enjoys Jane Austen or Elizabeth Gaskell's writing, that they would enjoy his writing, for me, so far, spot on, because I am finding it delightful so far. I have met who I think are all of our main characters, not quite sure yet, but yeah, it seems like a little bit of small town drama surrounding this clergyman and who I think is a suitor for one of his daughters. So, enjoying it so far. I am really enjoying the writing so far. So, win. I think this is going to be a win. Made some progress, but not as much as I usually do in The Eye of the Bedlam Bride. I have only made it to chapter 3, but I have been really interested in the other two books that I am reading. So, chapter 3, there are 2 prologues to this, so it's kind of more like chapter 5, but nothing wrong with it. I just have been really not wanting to put these other books down. But still, it's quite a few pages, and so far so good. I don't think that I will be quitting the Dungeon Crawler Carl books anytime soon. At least I think. And then next we have one I've been talking about for the last month, and that is War and Peace. I don't know what it is this time around. I seem to be having a great time with this time around. This is a reread for my 50 before 50 list, and I don't know if it's because I have a better handle on who all of the characters are, or I just understand more, or if this translation is better, but I am loving it. I am loving it. And before, I remember really enjoying the war sections and not so much the peace sections. And now I am enjoying both equally. So the war sections, we have, the war going on with Napoleon, with France. And in the peace sections, we have all of these characters navigating Russian high society. And it's all centered around a few families. And I would really encourage anyone who is intimidated by this book to give it a try, because it is not, size wise, sure, maybe a little intimidating, but it is not a difficult read whatsoever. And there is tons of, society drama and all of the things that make for a really compelling read. But yeah, I am loving this so far. I am still buddy reading this with my friend Candy from the Great Literary Rabbit Hole. And we will be continuing this throughout the entire summer. So I will try not to talk your heads off about this book in all of my subsequent videos, like I have been. And then finally, we have here what everybody's favorite Western seems to be, Lonesome Dove by Larry McMurtry. And last week I had just started the book, and I remember saying that it was fine so far. It seemed like it was going to be a good book. This week, how do I feel? I am in love with these characters. And I know some of them are rough around the edges, not the nicest, most savory characters, but I just love their banter with one another. I love all of their different personalities. These are some really well fleshed out characters. And nothing super crazy has happened so far, unless you count raids going over the border and stuff like that. But the characters themselves have me cracking up and, raising my eyebrows a little bit, but I am loving these characters so far. And I have not wanted to put this down. First, it was War and Peace I couldn't put down, which sounds crazy. I am trying to slow down on this one because I am also buddy reading this with a subscriber, and we are trying to sort of keep pace with one another. At one point last week, she got ahead of me, and now I am ahead because I have not wanted to put it down. I am loving these characters, and I know people say this book can make you cry, so I am a little concerned about that. But yes, Lonesome Dove. So far, I am more impressed than I expected to be. But we'll see if that carries on. I am really, really loving this one so far. So we'll see. And then for Audiomiles, we are reading, my goodness, We Are All Guilty Here by Karen Slaughter. I only just started that, and that's because I have only done one walk this week. So I don't really have anything to update as of yet. We will see after the next walk. And then for our Booktube Quest, our scavenger hunt that we're doing, I did find 3 prompts this week. So I found the clock chiming in the background of one of Lauren and Ben's videos from The Youngs and the Restless. Can't talk today. And then I saw a pet walking across the screen on Brindis, from Brindis Reads a Lot. Her cat Emma is in a lot of her videos, so I sort of expected to find that in one of her videos, and she did not disappoint. I saw Emma walking across the screen in Brindis's video. And then finally, Melly from Melly in the Margins. I did see that she had a Shakespeare figurine, and she actually made it easy because in this particular video that I watched, she actually shows it to you, so I did not have to scan the background to find this item. So yeah, that's 3 prompts. I still have a few more to go. I think I only have 5 prompts so far. But yeah, I will find the rest of them. We have until the end of August. And yeah, that's it for me. And I know it was a little bit of a slow reading week, but I mean, I read a couple hundred pages, you know. Yeah, that's it. I thank you so much if you made it to the end of this video, and I hope to see you in the next one. Take care. Bye.